your sleeves, let the flow begin. Welcome to Workflow, where ideas collide.
Welcome to Workflow, where we explore the tools that bring creativity to life. Today, we're going to be stepping into the world of digital fabrication, and I'm going to show you how to use the laser cutter. So, come with me, please.
Smooth jazz.
Every laser cutting project starts with an idea. You can sketch that idea on paper, and then you will need to go to your computer and use an Illustrator software. Or you can use another CAD software such as Autodesk Fusion, or you can also use the one that we're using today, InDesign. This is an open source software. It doesn't matter if you're designing to cut something on wood, leather, or acrylic. You will always have to go to your computer first and create a vector file. Let's go to the computer and see how this works. We're gonna go and open our software. We're gonna be opening Inkscape. You can download Inkscape from the inkscape.org website. It's free, it's an open source software, and it's very useful for vectors. In this case, I already opened a file that I had. This file was designed by one of our upper school students. And here's very important. Right now, I just increased the stroke width so you can see the files that we created. I'm gonna add a link here on the video. So if you wanna learn more about how to use Inkscape, you can check out that tutorial. But right now you can add more models. Very important, any vector designs that you make, we only care about not about the fill, but the stroke. We want to see the lines and not the. So now we're gonna save it as a DXF file. Here we have two types of DXF files. We're gonna save it as the first one. So basically we're just sending all the information about the vectors. So now we're gonna move over to our CAM software. In our CAM software, we're going to be adjusting different manufacturing parameters. So what we see here on the screen is actually the size of our bed. We're gonna import the DXF file. And here, more than designing, we can choose and we can choose the layout of our cuts. So first we're gonna move that around with the arrow tool. We're gonna move that around, and you can see more or less how much from our laser cutter bed we're gonna take. And now if we go to the right side, we see the setup for the type of process we're doing. In this case, we're cutting. Well, we can choose between cutting, engraving and cutting. So in one work, for example, you can have cuts and something engraved, right? The difference is basically here the speed and the power. So with engraving, we're gonna move the laser very fast with not as high power. So right here, this is when we click on the parameters, we can change, for example, here the power, I'm changing the power from 75 to 80, and I'm leaving the speed as it is, at 10. Now, depending on the material that you're using, is the speed and power that you require. In the comments, I'm going to leave a small table that is explaining that for the Laser Max Quetzal printer cutter we're using. So now we have to make sure that our laser cutter is connected. And then we're gonna say download current file. We're gonna rename it. And now we're gonna go to our laser cutter. Okay, now we are ready to send our file to the laser cutter. So for that, the first thing I'm going to do is to turn on the machine. So I'm just gonna push the red button here. And now the machine is on. I'm going to open the machine, and I'm going to take my sheet of MDF wood, and I'm gonna put it inside of the laser cutter. Now I will adjust my zero or my home by moving the arrows. I want to start cutting right here. Okay? Then I'm gonna go to the computer. I'm gonna go to the computer and send the file that I'm cutting. To see if my file is aligned, I'm going to press escape here, and then test. And the machine will trace the contour of our file. Okay? I'm gonna make sure that my exhaust system is on. And then I'm going to close the door of the laser cutter and I'm gonna click start.
Collide. Each tool's a ticket for creative ride. From the stroke of a brush to the beat of a drum. Innovation's here now, strike it and hum.
Once you hear the beep, you can open the machine and you can take out your pieces.
Chords tiptoe the air, the rhythms relax, the moment we share, building a process brick by brick.
After a quick assembly, we have our designs finished. If you have questions about this workflow, don't forget to write up the comments your questions or send us an email. See you in the next workflow.
Workflow, where ideas collide. Each tool's a ticket for creative ride. From the stroke of a brush to the beat of a drum. Innovation's here now.